Hey detectives, it's Jetpack, and I'm picking this series back up. Today we're going to be decorating my tiny home based on Legend of the Crystal Skull. Legend of the Crystal Skull is the 17th game by HerInteractive, if you aren't familiar with that. And if you aren't familiar with a tiny home build, it is a build in The Sims where you can only place 100 tiles. So it's a small structure. Obviously, I can't build exactly what is in the game, but these builds are inspired by the games by HerInteractive. So the first thing I did was put together a floor plan, and I laid some pieces of furniture to kind of help me distinguish what areas I wanted to belong to what type of room. There's the chest that you have to put in the phrases to unlock, and the creepy doll she has sitting in the rocking chair. Love that spook in the game. And you can probably find a couple Cocoa Kringle bars in her nightstand. So I was really torn on this one. I didn't know if I wanted to go the route of making Henry Bollay's spooky bachelor pad, because we all know he dumped Summer. Or if I wanted this to be Renee's Crystal Haven. She's so into voodoo, and I knew I had to go that route. And I wanted to go very voodoo, celestial, witchy, crystal, earthy, because all of that reminds me of Renee. And I knew I had to put plans all over. And I threw in some hints to the game. Let me know if you see them. The bed took up the vast majority of the space in this room, but I feel like it was really worth it. Also, the theme of this one was rugs, and more rugs. I love the layered look for rugs. It's very like old-timey, very cozy, very vintage. I love it. And these patterns from, I think it's the Werewolf pack, they're stunning. And you can get some that are a little more worn down, little used, it's so cute. Renee is exactly the person I could see having this kind of bed. And it didn't make sense not to have a clawfoot tub here. Overall, not bad for a bathroom of this size. It's got a window, it's got everything you need. For Louisiana weather, I wanted these light, airy curtains all around the house, or no curtains. Airflow is super important. Also, I adore this new wallpaper from that pack. What is it? Crystal Creations? I honestly bought the pack just for this wallpaper. So next to the kitchen, I took some time trying to choose what colors I wanted to go with, and I landed on these brown tones, which gave me the perfect excuse to use this wallpaper. It's a pretty good sized kitchen, and it's even got a counter. I can just see Renee in here concocting different tinctures and salves and green bubbling potions to give to people who are knocked out in your parlor, or whatever she'd cook. So I put some jars and pitchers and containers and such so she could store her herbs and different ingredients, We don't really ask what's in them. I felt like doing everything all black was too much. I like having the muted tones of the browns and the deep reds and the deep blues and the greens from the plants. Because Renee isn't gothic, she's just a little spooky, And then I moved on to the living area. I struggled with the layout for a bit because I felt like it was way too open. Renee is not an open floor plan girly. So eventually I landed on closing this up and adding this stunning arch. And I did not feel like Renee's the type to have a TV, so I didn't give her one. Instead, I gave her nice sitting areas with shelves that she can cover with her knickknacks and trinkets and medicines and all sorts of things. Candles, plants, urns of various things. And the layered rugs in this room I just adore. It took me a little time to configure and kind of get the layout I wanted, but I love how it turned out. And I had another excuse to use this celestial wallpaper, which is giving me so much Abby's vibes from Message in Haunted Mansion. And lastly, I decided to give her a sitting area dining table off of the kitchen. Somewhere where she can, pay her bills, write letters, that sort of thing. And she may or may not use this dining table for different, rituals. Use your imagination. Overall, I love how this one turned out. I would live here. This is the kind of decor I want, but I feel like it doesn't totally fit my personality. I want so badly to be that like spooky, witchy girl. Maybe someday. What do you think? Did I fully capture Renee's essence in this tiny build? I'm kind of curious what it would have turned out like had I done a build for Henry. Maybe I'll do that someday. But for now, let me know what you think in the comments. Check out my other tiny homes I've built so far. Be sure to subscribe, like this video if you feel like it. We also stream on Twitch, we have a TikTok, we have an Instagram, we do all kinds of things. Let me know what you hope to see next. Bye!